so much for joining the live, and I welcome you all so that we may reflect together on the readings of the 17th of May 2024. And the theme of this reflection will be love and commitment. Why do I want to apply these two words in this term? Because they almost relate to each other. And this reflection is based on the readings from the first reading will be Acts of the Apostle, chapter 25, verse 13 to 25. And the second reading will be from the Gospel of John, chapter 21, verse 15 to 19. And as we read from the first reading, it almost connects to what we were reflecting about in the previous video, the challenges that Paul underwent because of standing firm in preaching the word of God. And today he is in front of a Roman official, a Roman king called Agrippa, to be judged, like to listen or to hear the cases that are being brought against him, the accusations that are being brought against him, so that he may face justice from what he is being accused of. And the sins in the first reading resonates with the challenges that we encounter in our faith. All those who trust in the Lord or those who follow Christ faithfully, there are challenges that always come in our way. And the challenges that Paul undergoes resonates to the challenges that we'll always face or that you are even already facing at the moment because of following Christ. Sometimes there might be challenges. People may not understand you. People may judge you wrongly. People may not associate with you freely. People may just say anything about you because you are following Christ, because you are missioning to Him. But Paul is trying to teach us something, that the many challenges that we encounter should never bar us from being faithful to serving God, from being faithful to serving Christ. That is why we are told that we may face a lot of challenges in facing Christ, but we are called to remain steadfast like Paul. Paul already knew that all these accusations that were being put against him were because of his steadfastness and his self-giving in preaching this gospel with a lot of determination, with a lot of efforts. But Paul remains to be steadfast. We too, as Christians, we are called to remain steadfast in our faith. No matter the challenges that we face, we should never withdraw from serving Christ, but we should remain even stronger. As a common saying goes, challenges should make us even stronger. And how Paul responds to these challenges is a great lesson to us. Paul already knew that some of the accusations that were being put against him were false. But he did not respond in a funny way. He did not show his anger. He did not show any resentment. But Paul used the opportunity that they were using to accuse him. Use this opportunity to bear witness to Christ and to remain faithful to Christ to the end. He remains unshaken to the risen Christ. And this risen Christ, he continues to proclaim this risen Christ even during the times when he was in custody. We are also challenged and we are called upon to always remain committed to Christ no matter what. And this commitment to Christ will show that we love Christ. Him who loved us to the point of giving his own life only requires our cooperation with him, our commitment to following him, our commitment to serving him. And when we are committed to serving Christ, it means that we love him. And this is the love that Jesus is trying to communicate to Simon Peter in the gospel reading that is in John chapter 21, verse 15 to 19. Jesus asks Peter, Simon, do you love me the first time? Do you love me the second time? Do you love me the third time? What does this bring to your mind? Like if I was the one being asked, first of all, I could try to think about why am I being asked more than once? And then if I was supposed to be, if I was Simon Peter, I could have said, maybe he's asking this because I had previously denied him. So is really doubting if I'm really still worthy to even be among these people. And let me tell you, Peter was somebody who was already with a lot of shame at this time and guilt because of the denial that he had done to Jesus. But Jesus reassures him hope, and Jesus wants to restore him from this guilt and from this shame, to use him even more. And this tells us that even in our brokenness, God still uses us. And He uses us in our brokenness, not to break other people, but in our brokenness, to fix even those who are broken. That is why He's still relying on Peter and telling Peter that even though you are weak, even though you are human, but you are still important in my sight. You are still essential tool for my mission. Let us not look at our colleagues who are broken. Let us not look at the weakness of our colleagues and judge them using their weaknesses. Step on them because of their weaknesses. Use their weaknesses to bring them down. Jesus did not use the weakness of Peter to bring him down, but is even restoring him back. This is a gospel of reconciliation and affirmation because Peter reaffirms himself and reassures the love. Even after falling, he's still there to say, Lord, you know that I love you. And through this love that Peter is showing them, and through this that Peter is showing to Jesus, and through this question that Jesus is asking Peter, that do you really love me? How do we love? Jesus himself was saying that a true love is love that one gives his life for the other, just like he gave his life for us because of the love that he had for us. But today, he's telling Peter that if you love me, take care of my sheep. If you love me, care for my flock. It means, therefore, that our love for Jesus Christ should be seen on how we care for our colleagues, especially those who are vulnerable. When we care for those who are vulnerable, when we care for those who are treated to be low in this community, it shows that we love God. Our love for God should be seen in the way we love and relate with our colleagues, our workmates, our family members, our relatives, our everyone. Like our relationship should show the love that I have for God. I cannot say that I love people, or I cannot say that I love God if I can't relate well with those whom are near me. Therefore, we should remain in the love of Christ. And we should love genuinely. We should love honestly. Love is one of the most misused terms. Like love will only be used when I know that it is favoring me. I will tell you I love you when I know that there's something that I want to gain from you. Maybe. That is how sometimes we may fall short of using this word. It has often been misused. But today, Jesus is telling us that love is a love that is so honest, that is so genuine, that is ready to care for the sheep, to care for those in need, and to care for the vulnerable. Henceforth, I conclude by asking you, do you love Jesus? And if you love him, it will be measured on how you relate with the people you stay with the people you meet on your daily encounters, with the people you come across, with the people who stay near you. That is the measure of the love that you have. Thank you so much for joining this video. I wish you all the best in your endeavors and see you tomorrow in the next video. Have a blessed night and let us always remain to love and to show commitment in the love that we have. Be blessed.